hmm this baby boomer population? Yeah. I'd just like to know of all of those in law enforcement. Yeah. How many of them were born between 1946 and 1964? Yeah. Now, it might not seem significant to you, but to a jury of my peers, this idea of deciding you're just going to change the laws without it being legal. Yeah. My record was expunged. Yes. And I'm sure, yeah, that you have to protect my right to due process. You have to protect the civil rights of the minors named. Yeah. And it does require the petitioner to appear in court and explain to the court what she does and does not want. Yeah. And if she disagrees with what the court decides, she doesn't have to sign it. Now, court will review upon a motion of respondent. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, looks like a squibble there. Did you practice your name, your actual signature, Brent? Right now. 30 times yesterday? Yes. See, all these court orders have been issued without my signature. When I was on Guam, I signed a document agreeing to diversion. Yes. And it gave me the conditions of what I was agreeing to, and I did what diversion required. Yes. And since I did the 7 hours of parenting classes, and we motioned the court of me moving back to Clallam County so that I could talk to my wife and kids, though I did understand there was a protection order there. Yeah. The thought was that as soon as my record was expunged, yes, there was no justification for issuing a protection order. Now, when I sign a document, I make sure I know what it says. Yes. I'm not one of these to just throw my signature around. Now, it looks like the baby boomers that are making most of the money in the United States. Yes. You know, this morning I had heard that some children are not being given enough time to eat their lunches. I want to remind those in the Office of Supervision of Public Instruction, Chris, Raquel, yes, you don't look like you're that old. You might not even be in your 40s. Pooh. When I went to school in 1975, 76, yes, until 1988, yeah. Now it looks like it's 13 years instead of 12, yeah. But the year you graduate in is the actual year. It's not an actual full year. Oh, it, it confused me for a long time too right now. It used to be that you went to school, and then you had approximately 5 or 6 classes, yes. And then you went to lunch, and then you went to recess. Oh, do you know why they did it like that back in 1979, maybe 1980? I was 10 years old. See, what happens is we decided that children were not given enough time to eat, so we have them go to recess. Right. And they use all that little energy up while out there playing. That's right. Then we ask them to come into the lunchroom and eat. Yes. And then they go to their classrooms, don't they? Yes. And they sit there and let that food digest in their stomach. Yes. Without any physical activity. Right. Making them fat. Now, why they did the recess after the lunch? Yes, she does. It caused the metabolism of the child. Your way of doing things is causing obesity in this great nation.